Hey guys, what's up? Alex here. And I wanted to do a video about my physical recovery to this point. Yeah. So I thought I would start with showing the surgical vest that I'm wearing. It has like these eyelets on them. It's like kind of like a bra. So you can choose the size, like how it's all ski-wampy. But you can kind of choose how tight, right, to make it. Let's see. Okay, that might be a little bit better. So these little eyelets, I can either go like to varying levels of tightness, and then it also adjusts up top. I've had to continually readjust mine because it keeps on like going up, like far up into my pit, and God, it's just so tender. Even though my armpit is pretty numb, but I was saying that I get this really like odd sense of security when I'm wearing it. Like I just feel safe, and like everything is gonna stay where it should stay. I don't know. Right now I'm wearing these little nipple gauzes. I'll be wearing those for a while now, but yeah, this vest is like, I love it. I think it's better than any binder I've had, and like emotionally I just feel just safer. I don't know, safe, like nothing, like I'm not gonna explode or something. It's kind of irrational and I'm not really explaining it very well, but yeah, I had a request to kind of show what the binder is. It does come up a bit like in the back, which is like really irksome, but it's okay. I hope that light isn't too bright, blinding. I've been having the hardest time figuring out where the hell to make videos because the lighting is just so off. But yeah, this is the vest, and I'll be wearing it for the next 2 or 3 weeks, I guess, for about a month or so, at varying levels of like, I don't have to wear it all the time at a certain point, but like right now I wear it all the time. So that's the vest. Actually, while I have it off, I was gonna say this is kind of strange. I've never heard of this. This right here, this like area of my side, and on the other side too. So the sensations that I've been having are strange. Like, it's kind of like really erogenous and erotic. It feels like my nipple is getting hard. Like you could be blowing on my nipple, but it's this side, it's on my side. It's like on my back. It's strange. So, but the problem is it's all the time. It feels like there's like a little feather tickling my back, and it's like erogenous, but it's relentless, so it's kind of drives me a little bit crazy. And the pain pills help with it, just like desensitizing my skin. And then I've also had some really kind of like hypersensitivity on my skin, just not quite as much now, but last night, and I'm going to get into that a little bit. So I just have like really hypersensitivity. I don't know. I've never heard of anyone say they felt like their back was erogenous after, but it's such a specific strip on both sides. I don't know. It's strange. So that's definitely part of my recovery. So I had surgery on Thursday, and I started my period on Sunday, and it was actually like, I was supposed to start it on Friday, technically, like the 28-day cycle. I don't think I really ever have a 28-day cycle, but that was pretty intense because I hadn't pooped yet, and so I had so much bloating, and my belly was just, and then this vest really isn't the most flattering for your shape because it tends to roll up, and so those tri-top binders never worked for me because they always made me look really pear-shaped. So anyway, my period, while being psychologically really uncomfortable, it was physically like, it was super uncomfortable, the amount of bloating that I was experiencing. And then I pooped and I feel better. But yeah, that's also something to mention, is pooping. Like I talked to a friend and he said that was the most uncomfortable part of his surgery, is that he didn't know to take Colace or something, and I got milk of magnesia and coconut juice and started pooping. I think by Monday I had my first poop. But I mean, that's the reality of surgery, I guess. And anesthesia and the opiates, and stress too. But yeah, I wasn't like as uncomfortable with that as I was with my period pain. So part of our pain management included oxycodone for when I was on my period as well. And that helped out. Like, I really was just uncomfortable for maybe about a period of 18 hours or so. So, yeah, that was not the funnest. And that's the reality of having surgery before T's. The possibility of having my period. I definitely have been having, like, shooting pain and nerve regrowth or reforming nerve pathways. I don't know. All of that, but and then like, I'm in an itchy phase. I've been on this itchy phase for the last few days, and it's incessant because it's under the skin, and God, it really does, like, suck, because you just can't itch it. I mean, I can itch it, but it's not going to be at all effective. So the itching is strange, and then this is a really strange sensation. It's like if there's a window and you spray a hose on it and the water kind of like trickles down. That's what I feel like. I feel like water was moving downward. Not fluid or not blood. It just felt like fluid. I don't know what it was. It just felt wet under the skin, was moving down. And that was, I had my drains in, so maybe it was the draining, but it didn't feel like, it really just felt like a window of water coming down my chest. Like, I've had some strange sensory stuff happen, with recovery, but, and then last night I hit a threshold, I guess, of pain. I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe I overdid it. I don't know, but all of a sudden I was just acutely aware of every single stitch, and my drain sites were pulsating, and my incisions were just angry and breathing fire, and I was so hypersensitive on my skin. Like, I just would touch it and it felt like one of those pinwheels, or those, like, the chiropractor uses it, right? Like, it felt like pins and needles all over my skin, and I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning just shaking in pain. I also have been weaning off of pain pills, but with that injury, that purse injury I had, like, it was so deep tissue, I had to take them every night. But I'd been doing pretty good with not having them in the day. And then last night, I don't know what the hell happened, but I had to call the switchboard, and a doc had filled up a Loratab script, and I don't know if I just had such a high level of pain that it's obviously helped, and I'm coherent and I can speak and I'm not sweating like out of pain, but I'm in pain still. Like, I definitely have like a fiery sensation. So yeah, the kind of the physical, I don't know. I don't know where the hell that came from, but it sucked because I ended up canceling an endo appointment today, because there's no possible way I could go to it. I had like an hour and a half of sleep last night, and I'm just exhausted physically. So I'm gonna listen to my body and rest and stay in bed and watch Malcolm in the Middle. But I am feeling okay, like, now, and I think if I need to go into the doc, I'll see her before the weekend hits. That's the thing about Fridays. But she does have clinic hours, and I contacted her and let her know what my experience was. So Yeah, I mean, she's been really available, and I do have to say, like, it was cool when we were unveiling. Like, she was just as excited as I was, and maybe from, like, an artistic point of view, but when I told her that I was starting tea this week, she was really excited for me, and, like, I know it wasn't maybe the best situation with the insurance stuff, but I'm really, really glad I went to her. She's been sweet and kind and genuinely involved, and, like, she really gives a crap, which you wouldn't think is hard to get, but I've experienced some very mediocre medical care, and that's a different video, not from her, but from, like, kind of a therapeutic standpoint. So anyway, but it was really refreshing, and she was just so excited. And then my dad had popped out for a moment to take a phone call, and she was like, "Your dad's like being a champ, like complimenting you on your chest and everything," and it was cute how excited she was for me. And it's been really nice to have my dad show up and be supportive. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to cover a little bit of the physical recovery stuff, which of course is different from the emotional recovery stuff. And once I can articulate my thoughts on that a bit more, I'll make a video on that. But yeah, thanks for all of your support and well wishes, and yeah, it's just really good to hear from everyone. Okay, well, goodness, that's kind of a long video, sorry. But there you go, you only have surgery once, hopefully, right? Okay, guys,